So, hello everybody. I'm out here working. It's a beautiful rainy day, nice and cool out actually. And I was just gonna make a quick video about some trellising that I'm putting up here. I didn't get a good shot of it there. I'm doing about 20 of these, and there's a bunch behind me. And probably gonna put grapes on these, and then annual crops while the grapes are growing. Peas during the winter, long beans during the summer, whatever happens to be. I always do tons of peas or winter. But anyway, the point of the video is trellising is actually really easy to put up, guys. Don't mind my pile of hoses and cardboard. That cardboard is going to go in between, keep the weeds down, and you need a lot of hoses when it's not the rainy season. We're in the middle of the rainy season, but hoses are important. But the point is, look at, super simple trellising. It's just cattle panel, 8-foot cattle panel, and I think it's 48 inches high or something along those lines, and then a 6-foot T-post to put them in the ground. And the reason I'm doing them up on cinder blocks is because we flood out here. Not all the time. Before last year, the past 5 years, we hadn't flooded at all. Last year with the hurricane, we were 2 feet of standing water right here, and I lost a lot of my fruit trees and everything. So I decided, instead of having the trellising resting on the ground, I'm doing it to where it's resting on a cinder block, which gives me a bit of a rise, about 6-8 inches, however high that cinder block is. And then I plan on filling this in with compost and leaves and raising it up a little bit so I don't have to deal with that flooding. But the point is that the trellising is super easy, guys. You don't have to worry about getting giant wooden posts and wrapping them in wire and all of this and everything. You really don't. I mean, quick, easy T-post and cattle panel like this. And I'm just literally attaching with some wire. And you can make it as long as you want, to put it 2, 3, 4 cattle panels long, whatever. This just happens to be one cattle panel. And if I do put grapes on here, they'll go in the center. I'll make a video about that, putting the grapes in. But the point is, again, this is just trellising is easy, guys, and you take advantage of that vertical space, and you can grow so much on it. The peas during the winter, I grow tons of peas, and during the summer, I love growing the long beans. Or if you want to put perennials on here, the grapes, passion fruits, which I got all up and down the fence here, or any other vining plant, whatever you want to grow. Super easy, guys, and it lasts forever. The T-post lasts forever. Cattle panels last forever. Price, I haven't bought cattle panels or T-post in some years. I used to pay literally only $15 a cattle panel. I don't think they're that cheap anymore. And I used to get the T-post. I have literally hundreds of them because I use them for everything, for only $2 each for a 6-foot T-post in bulk. I know they're not that cheap anymore. I was literally just at Home Depot the other day. I think they're $8 each or something. So they've gone up quite a bit in price. Not sure on the cattle panels, but they work amazing, guys. And you can do so much with them. And in between them, I've got them spaced every 4 feet, so I can put crops in between them depending on the season, and then I can utilize the vertical space. And even if I do put something perennial on here, which I'm relatively sure we're putting muscadine grapes on here, some table grapes that hopefully we can get to grow here, and then I can still, when the grapes are dormant during the winter, grow my crops, my winter crops up them, and still in between. And there you go. I'm going to end the video here, guys. But you got to grow food, and you got to utilize the space you have. And doesn't have to be crazy. This doesn't look bad. It looks a bit messy now. I'm literally just now putting them in. But once this is growing and everything's looking nice, and filled in, this will be an absolutely beautiful little garden plot, vineyard, whatever the heck you want to call it. If I get the ground raised up enough, I may even put fruit trees in the middle. Who knows? something taller, something fast growing every year. Who knows, guys? But easy peasy to do. You just got to get going and grow that food. So love you guys. I'm going to end it here. See you later. And there's just a quick, very sturdy, relatively super cheap trellising idea to get you going. Leave it right there, right? And I'm working on this one next. I'm like, I'll make a quick little video for you guys. And I'll come through here and I'll put cardboard down and then leaves and compost and everything on top of that to stop all these weeds. And we're coming into September, and this will all be planted in peas, probably peas, broccoli, cabbage, whatever, mustard, whatever seed I want to throw everywhere. So, not bad, right? That's a lot of food growing space. Yeah.